Okay, let's get into the nitty-gritty. Let's discuss it all. If you are, I'm not sure, it's a little bit TMI. I hope it's less complicated. My second daughter was born with a really rare condition. It's almost felt like I had imposter syndrome. I felt so low in myself. If I'm gonna film birth, I've seen things when they can go quite scary. Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. How are you all today? If you're new here, hello, my name's Chrissy, nice to meet you. And if you're existing, welcome back. If you are, I'm not sure. I'm a mum of 2 girls, soon to be 3, and I can't believe how different this pregnancy has been in comparison to my 2 previous ones. But yeah, you've come to the right place if you want to discuss all things pregnancy. Just to lay it out there as a disclaimer, I do bear all. I don't really have a filter, so I'm going to do my best to not offend anybody, to not trigger anybody, and to not alarm anybody, but I do wear my heart on my sleeve, and I'll just tell you exactly how it is because you're all my best friends here, so why not? But if you're not into that and you want to discuss a very straightforward, easygoing pregnancy, it's probably not the channel for you because this pregnancy has not been easygoing whatsoever. But yeah, I'll get into that in a moment. But before I go any further in today's video, I just want to kindly thank today's sponsor. This video is in collaboration with HelloFresh. Love everything they stand for. I've worked with HelloFresh before, and I'll insert our little collaboration here. Today's video is in collaboration with HelloFresh, a meal subscription service delivered straight to your door with so many fresh and tasty meals to choose from, making meal planning easier, hassle-free, and overall saving you money. I, for one, have been focused on saving money this January, and of course HelloFresh are giving me a discount code for all of my lovely subscribers to save money with HelloFresh too. I'll pop all of the information on screen and in my description box, so please feel free to check them out. If you want to kick off your new year like me, being more organised, then HelloFresh is for you. Just match the number on your meal bag to the recipe card provided and follow the super easy step-by-step guide. There's less waste as all of the ingredients are perfectly measured out and ready to go, so no need to weigh out any of the ingredients or trowel through the back of your spice cupboard because this has all been taken care for you. I personally really love the rapid meal recipe cards because they save me so much time. They're ready to go in just 20 minutes and 68% of them are oven free, reducing energy prices and overall saving me money and time. And the best part is the kitchen is practically mess free. So if you're interested in HelloFresh, check out the information below, and thank you so much to HelloFresh for kindly sponsoring part of this video. It's been a pleasure to work with you as always. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Like I said, I'll pop all of that information in my description box down below. Equally, if you have any questions, pop me a question in the comment section and I'll do my best to answer them for you. But yeah, let's get into today's video. I wrote some questions down. These are an array of questions of Instagram, YouTube, what people tend to ask me most, and also I'm going to give you a little bit of a life update because I've been promising you that for ages, hence why I went a bit MIA for a few weeks. So yeah, first things first, let's get into question number 1. Believe it or not, one of the biggest questions that you guys have been asking me is, was this baby planned? And I want to say yes and no. We did discuss having another baby. I've been broody now, on and off, probably 2 years. But it was a big trigger for me when Lily started school in September. I just knew I weren't done because most people would be, I don't know, feeling that freedom, loving the fact that both kids are at school, things are getting slightly easier. But no, not for me. I just knew I weren't done from that point. So yeah, we discussed it. I came off contraception. I was actually on the Marina coil. So I had that out when we moved into this house because I wanted to regulate my hormones because they were everywhere. And I also wanted to have some natural periods again because I don't know if you've been on the Marina coil or anything like that, it stops your periods completely. I'd have a little bit of spotting, but that was it. And I just wanted to get in tune with my body. And then we officially decided that we'd start trying as such, not being careful, in September. And then if you've watched the when I found out I was pregnant video, you'll know I literally found out 2 weeks into September that I was pregnant with baby boy. Mental, isn't it? So yeah, very thankful that it was very easy for me this time round. But equally, when it happened that quick, I don't think you can really be prepared for it. I thought I'd get pregnant around Christmas time. I thought it'd take about 3 months to kind of get to grips, but yeah, mental. So yeah, the baby was planned, but not planned to be this quick, if that makes sense. Okay, question number 2, family reaction. We didn't do like a big announcement as such. I've never really done that. I've done it more casual. Obviously, I told most people face to face. Like, we've got close friends, we went around the house and explained it. They weren't necessarily shocked because we had been up and down, sometimes wanting to have one, sometimes not, etc. I met my sister actually in Costa, and I got them to write on her Costa cup, Baby Clark, with a heart. I think I wrote on it and then I gave it them, and then when she ordered I think she ordered like a cold drink, a cooler, and it came on and she thought it said Baby Chino, so she was really shocked and cried, and that was really cute. But I didn't really film people's reactions because as much as I love documenting my journey on YouTube, I've got respect that other people are more private, hence why I didn't film Adam's reaction either, because he's quite a private person and he will flicker in and out of my vlogs, but it's not something that he chooses to put his life online like me. But yeah, everyone was really ecstatic. I don't think I had any negativity, thankfully. But I don't think anyone is when it's third time round anyway. Okay, let's get into the nitty gritty. Let's discuss it all. Let's not have no filter. Let's talk about early period symptoms. Let's talk about pregnancy symptoms. So I've actually wrote things down here. During my first trimester, the main telltale sign that I knew I was pregnant was obviously a missed period. I actually found out, I think, on the day or the day after of my missed period. I can't exactly remember. So that's not a massive alarm bell, is it? But I'll probably say the biggest sign for me that now indicates to pregnancy, but I didn't know it at the time, was frequent urination. Having to be on that toilet 24/7 having a wee. Like, what was that about? I literally thought I had a UTI or something. So yeah, frequent urination. Literally wrote that on my phone. Lower backache, stomach cramps but mild, headaches, dull but not migraines, breathless, tired off and on, and then bursts of energy. So those were my first pregnancy symptoms. And then I've got week 5, my boobs feel bigger, swollen and sore. And then I put burst of energy, then fatigue. So that's something I've actually forgotten about now, so I'm glad I've wrote it down. But yeah, you'd feel absolutely shattered, and then you'd have an urge to get up and do something. I did suffer a little bit of insomnia as well, so I'd get up early hours of the morning, cleaning my office, because I didn't have any energy to really do it at that point in the day, and then I'd want to do it when I couldn't sleep at night, really weird. And then week 6, mood swings, tears, lots of tears, exhaustion. I even suffered with vertigo. So I don't know if any of you guys have had that in pregnancy, but it's literally where you feel drunk and you feel like the room's spinning. It's horrible, and I suffered with it for I think about 2 weeks. It was horrible. Probably one of the worst symptoms actually, because you just don't feel like you can do anything. Every time you get up, you just feel really dizzy. And hot flushes. And I haven't mentioned sickness yet, but we'll get into that. And I've put lower backache, dull backache, long period of time, not off and on. We're going to be honest here, yeah? It's a little bit TMI, but that's what this is about, isn't it? Discharge. Pregnancy discharge, what is that about? It just comes out of nowhere, doesn't it? Like, I've never had so much discharge. Sorry if that's too much info, but that was a big symptom, and it still is for me, if I'm being honest. We're all girls here, I think. There might be a few boys watching, but yeah, discharge and pregnancy, I've heard it's very, very normal, but yeah, I've experienced it. And then awful sickness creeped in. I've literally wrote on my notes here, awful sickness, not able to drink or eat without throwing up, all day nausea. And I'll even put on here, I've not experienced anything like it. Even taking a wash basket upstairs made me exhausted. And then I've put here depression, imposter syndrome. So my sickness, with my other pregnancies, I would experience like vomiting, but this was like something else. It's from the moment I opened my eyes in the morning to the moment I went to bed. Had no energy, I was sick constantly. I remember it being my 30th birthday and me and Adam went to IKEA in the morning and I threw up in that car park. Went out for lunch, I couldn't eat my dinner, I couldn't eat big meals at all. All I could eat was like little and often. I literally lived off of Marmite on toast, and now I can't stand the thought of it. think for 2 weeks just ate that solidly, and now can't even think about it. I can't even touch it. I can't even eat the bread that I used to eat, if that makes sense. So weird. And yeah, I was sick all day. Every single car park running that day, I was sick. And when I wasn't sick, I just felt sick. And even now, I get urges and I'm sick. It's really bizarre. But yeah, depression. I don't see this talked about very often in pregnancy. I've experienced depression. It's been horrible, hence why I've been away a little bit off of YouTube, off of social media, because I almost felt like I had imposter syndrome. I felt so low in myself, and I've never really suffered with depression before. I've felt depressed when things have happened in my life, but I've never actually experienced blanket depression. And obviously, my heart goes out to anybody that has, and equally if you've had it in pregnancy, I feel for you because it's not nice. And I just remember sitting there in McDonald's with the girls feeling absolutely awful and almost watching myself from above and watching life go on, and I just felt like I wasn't moving. It's really hard to explain, and it's really hard to resonate now because I feel so much better, and it doesn't feel like that was me now, if that makes sense. It's really hard to explain. I felt really overwhelmed, the sickness, tiredness, dizziness, vertigo, being a busy mum, not having the energy to do the things that I'd normally have, and it kind of makes you feel depressed because I want this baby so much, and I'm so blessed and I'm so grateful that I'm able to conceive naturally and my pregnancy is going really well, touch wood. But when you feel rotten like that every single day, you do feel a bit depressed because you feel like you're not living life. And if anyone has experienced that, comment down below, or if you don't want to discuss it openly, feel free to DM me on Instagram and I'll chat to you about that because it's not nice. I'm going on a tangent, but I did want to discuss that because it's been a big part of my pregnancy so far. And if you are feeling like me, and like I have been, please reach out to people, reach out to your friends or your family. If you don't think that you can speak to them about it, reach out to your midwife. I reached out to my midwife, and she was the most supportive. Not the most supportive, because my family have been really supportive, but it felt great. It felt great almost having that validation from a healthcare professional and someone that doesn't personally know you, because it made me feel like, okay, I'm not going crazy. This is normal, if that makes sense, and it is very normal. I did experience some really lucid thoughts as well. Weird things that I don't want to say too much because it's probably a trigger warning. So I'm not going to mention it in this video, but just really intrusive thoughts. But yeah, my midwife was fantastic. And equally, my mum, my partner, everyone, my mum came round and she's cleaned my house a few times. And I know that sounds so silly, but it's really hard to keep on top of a home and get everything ticking, laundry, dusting, polishing, tidying up when you're feeling that crap. So yeah, my mum has been amazing, bless her little heart. Okay, I've gone on tangent now. That literally went on forever and ever, didn't it? Let's discuss birth plan, because you've been asking me about birth plan, what my plan is, whether I'm going to have a natural delivery, a cesarean, a home birth, all of those things. And this time round, I really hope it's less complicated, because if you wasn't aware, my second daughter was born with a really, really rare condition. I've not actually discussed it openly on YouTube, because I struggle, I'm not going to lie. It was a time of my life, it was really hard. And also equally, I don't know if it's my story to tell. I kind of want to get permission off Lily, and she's just 5 at the moment. But yeah, so I hope it's not like that. We've been told that it's not genetic, and it's a very, very small chance. When she last went to Great Ormond Street, her consultant actually told me it's a really, really, really low chance that a child of mine will be born with that condition again. So that's reassuring. But yeah, I want to have a natural birth in hospital. Completely respect all the women that have children at home, but that is not for me. I want to be in the medicated environment if the worst was to happen. But we do have a birthing centre at our local hospital, and it's beautiful because my first child was premature, so I got to stay there after the birth, but I didn't actually deliver on there. And it's absolutely stunning. They have baths that you can fill up with all mood lighting. They've got like tea and coffee station. They've got really big spacious rooms, etc. So I'd absolutely love to give birth on there. But if not, it'll be like before on a labour ward. So yeah, fingers crossed everything goes okay. We've also been told that there is a chance this child could have what Adam was born with, which is commonly known as clubfoot, but he had a version called talipes, which is slightly worse. So yeah, really hoping that that's not the case with this pregnancy, but I am going to vlog that. So we just stay, but I'm going to vlog that on my 20-week scan where they can determine whether our child has got that or not. It's not 100% accurate, but I'll discuss that with you more at a later time. I had a question over on Instagram when I popped a question box up, people asking me if I'm going to film the birth. And if I'm 100% honest with you, I like watching birth vlogs, but they also make me a bit squeamish. And I don't know if I'd actually show the pushing part on a vlog, but I don't know. I might film bits of it. I have filmed like a first trimester vlog. When I look back on it, it's quite sensitive, and I don't know, it gets a bit scary when you put your life online and you're in a really vulnerable situation. As lovely as a birth is, I've seen things when they can go quite scary. So I don't know, I'll take my camera with me. I'd like to get some special memories on my camera, even if they don't make it to a public platform, even though just for myself, but I really don't know, so I couldn't tell you if I'm actually going to birth the vlog. We'll just have to wait and see. People have also asked if I'm going to be breastfeeding or bottle feeding. I'm actually going to be doing combination feeding, which I kind of did when I had Lola. So Lola was 6 weeks premature, and I was expressing into a bottle because the paediatricians wanted to know how much she was taking. When I got home, I really struggled to do that, and then to top her up. No, sorry, I was expressing into a bottle, and that's how I was feeding her, but then I then started breastfeeding her, and what they said is to top her up with a bottle as well, and I was struggling. I absolutely hate pumping. Sorry, not sorry, that's just my own personal preference. I hate expressing, anything like that, so I'm going to do combination feeding. So I'm hoping to breastfeed with 1 bottle a night, so Adam can give the baby a bottle of formula before bed. And we'll just see how we get on. Like, I'm looking forward to breastfeeding. I do equally enjoy it, but also I'm not going to apply too much pressure on myself because I just don't think that's good for anyone's mental health. So we'll just see how it goes. But yeah, that's my plan. I've also been asked quite a lot if people think that I will be returning to work after baby or be a stay-at-home mum, and I'll definitely be returning back to work after my maternity finishes. I'm hoping to have a year off work and then go back my usual 4 days a week. If you didn't know, I am employed and I work 4 days a week, part-time, alongside doing YouTube, which has kind of turned into a little bit of a sideline income, which I absolutely love. It's my passion. It was a hobby that's kind of took off from nowhere, and I'm so excited to be doing this. Like, I love chatting to you all and sharing bits of my life online. It just was literally a way for me to be me, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'll definitely be going back to work. I don't think I can really afford not to, especially in this climate, and with all of the bills going up, council tax going up, mortgage rates going up, etc. So yeah, I will be returning to work. Ideally, I would love to drop a day and do 3 days, and I can focus a little bit more on YouTube, but I don't know if that'll be feasible. So my plan is probably to go back for the 4 days, but we'll see, play it by ear. I'm trying to whiz through these questions. I've literally got 3 minutes of memory left on my memory card before I need to wipe it, but people have asked me if I've got any names for baby boy, and truth is, yes, but the problem is we can't agree on the names. Adam wants more traditional, and I've got a few quirky names, not ridiculously quirky, they are actual names. I'm not calling my child Blue, for example, but yeah, we can't quite agree, and also I need to wait for him to be here just to check that he matches the name. And someone else asked me about pregnancy cravings, and I don't know, I tend to like things for a couple of weeks and then I go off them. For example, I don't know if Marmite on toast was a pregnancy craving or if that was the only thing that was stopping me from being sick, so I have no idea. But blackcurrant ice in a pint glass with a little bit of water, so it's mainly made up of ice, really bizarre. Absolutely love it. Never drank so much squash before in my whole entire life. So yeah, I'm obsessed. I used to be quite a fizzy drink kind of girl, a fizzy pop kind of girl, but no, it's all about the blackcurrant squash for me. And I went through a phase of being obsessed with pick a mix. But if I'm being honest, I didn't really have an appetite up until recently because of the pregnancy being really rough, and then I had the flu over Christmas, so my appetite was completely gone. But yeah, no, I haven't experienced any like major pregnancy cravings. However, when I was pregnant with Lola, I was obsessed with Oasis. So that might be where the blackcurrant's coming in. But yeah, no, that's it really. I can't really tell you that I've had any pregnancy cravings. That's about it. But no, I'm going to leave it here because I've literally got 1 minute remaining. But all of your comments wishing me a congratulations and all of your lush comments that don't go unnoticed, it really honestly means the world and more. And even on the question box, some of them where I haven't got a question, but I just want you to know that you're amazing, and that's so nice. Like, so thank you for them. I'll try and reply to as many comments and DMs and etc. as much as I can. But yeah, if I have missed yours, I really do apologise. I do try my absolute best. But yeah, I'm going to leave it here. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. It's a free and easy way that you can help support my YouTube channel. And if you want to consider subscribing, I'd absolutely love to have you as part of this YouTube family. And yeah, I'm really enjoying things at the moment. My spirits are so high. But yeah, I've been wanting to do a little Q&A for a while now. I'm happy to do another one. If that's something you want to see in the future, then let me know, and I'll see you in the next one. Much love.